We're live. Boom. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Don't bump me today. No hot tea in my lap this week. Hopefully everybody's having a nice Saturday. Getting the weekend started right. Girls were both awake today. Good morning, Ruben.
Kate was awake before me, though.
Kate woke up before you?
I woke up and her bed was empty.
Where was she?
In my room.
But like, where was she if her bed was empty?
Well, she was either in the bathroom.
Oh.
She checked and she wasn't there, or she was down here.
Oh, you figured out she was down here already eating her bagel.
I figured it was bagel.
Gotcha. Gotcha. How was the everything bagel?
I love Sophie.
Loves a good everything bagel. Charlie's got the plain bagel. How's the plain bagel?
Delicious, that's why it's almost gone.
There you go. You know, Bueller has his show that's comics, comments, and coffee, but ours is tea, bagels, and comics.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Pop Pop's in the chat. Good morning to you. That's my dad.
Jennifer!
We tried calling you last night to hear about any possible dog hunting that I know you and Mom were trying to find dogs yesterday. They were looking at possibly getting a new dog. So I was curious how that went for my dad.
Maybe we can call him after the show.
Yeah, we can call later and get an update if you'd rather. Hello, Jennifer from Comics Will Break Your Heart. She was cracking me up with her Dune, her love of the book Dune.
She's super nice.
She is incredibly nice. And you know what? She's actually sending you a gift. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but she's sending something.
Aww.
I know, right? Hello to Backseat Driver and Todd Christian as well. All these nice homies hanging out in the chat. How's that?
Yeah.
You like licking your fingers with all the cream cheese, huh?
Well, I put the cream cheese to one side, and I eat the plain side.
You eat the plain side and then save the cream cheese for last? All right, that's interesting. No new dog news yet.
Sorry.
So
It's okay, Papa. It takes time to get these things done.
you got to find the right pet to fit your home, right? It's a big, big decision. So glad nobody's rushing into anything.
What?
Your sister's eating her bagel by licking her fingers with the cream cheese.
Wow.
It's one way to go. It's one way to go.
Sure.
It's yummy.
Hydra Collectibles is in the chat, and if you don't know Luke's channel, he's got a very big video coming next week. I believe he said it's coming on Tuesday, but he can correct me if I'm wrong. He has a very big video coming to his channel. I would recommend you subscribe and check out his channel, not only because he does great stuff, and occasionally you'll see me over there, but mostly because he just makes good videos and something big is coming on Tuesday.
Oh, he does do great stuff.
I can't hear you. What?
So he does do great stuff?
Yes, he makes great videos. Even though I'm in some of them, they're still great. I know. It's hard to believe. Hard to believe. Crystal's here. Good morning, Glitter and Duct Tape. Ooh, and he's hinting what it might be by showing a piece of pizza and a turtle.
Oh, I know it is.
What do you think it's related to, Charlie?
Ninja Turtle.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Heroes in a half shell. I don't know. Maybe that's that's what you're guessing.
Remember, it's the one with the one Ninja Turtle and everyone's.
Okay, big girl voice.
It's the one Ninja Turtle.
Well, we read that comic. I've got a copy of Last Ronin. It already came out, so maybe he's doing something with it. I don't know. We don't want to speculate unless it's about the quality of a certain story or comic or something. So just something to be watchful for. How you doing? You look like you're in your Christmas gear already. I see polar bears and snowflakes and Christmas trees.
I don't. No, I'm
Christmas
not ready
trees.
for Christmas, but I am ready for warmer jammies.
Yeah, it's been getting pretty cold. So on Monday when I dropped Charlie off at school, it was 39 degrees.
That's
And
cold. That's very cold for here.
On Friday when I dropped Charlie off, it was 45 degrees, which is still very cold. Still very cold. So it has been a lot colder in the mornings here in our portion of California. People who think it's 70 degrees all day, it's a little...
Not accurate.
It's a little inaccurate. I mean, it gets very nice in the afternoons, but it's been super cold this week.
There's still like a nice breeze going.
Well, the canyon, it literally, the morning is so cold.
Yeah.
And the middle days are real nice, and then it's so warm.
Yeah,
all of us are sweating.
The change. Yeah, you have to wear layers and take them on and off.
Plus masks when you're running.
At school.
And masks.
Well, when I get dropped off in the morning, I'm at this bench by a park, right?
Yeah.
And the bench is like concrete, so I sit on it and my butt's freezing cold when I get up. So I'm just like...
We got Caroline, Lady Fantastic in the chat. We are doing well. Hopefully you as well. I saw the reunion show you were doing last night with Rob Wurst and Comics on the Mind, and it looked like a lot of fun happening over there. Hello, Mr. Garrel is here. Thank you for coming by. And Salendal is here. Thank you. Crystal says it's been very cold here in Northern California this week. Yeah, so she's further north, so it's probably even colder. Because remember in the middle of summer when we were driving the whole length, we drove all the way to almost to Oregon, right? A couple of summers ago. And it was the middle of summer and we went hiking on those trails in the morning and it was like super cold.
Was it in Redwood?
Redwood National Park, right?
Really cold.
Remember how cold it was?
My cream cheese bread.
You know what the best thing was? I loved Fern Canyon. Like, I want to go back there.
Fern Canyon was beautiful.
Fern Canyon was like the best part of that entire trip. There was like, I mean, there was obviously like great parts, but just like being able to like jump over all these obstacles and like climb, and it was just like a real like playground. It was so fun.
A nature obstacle course.
Remember when like my foot kept getting my shoes? Like I'd slide off the bridges and they get soaked. My shoes.
Yes.
That was very funny.
Nice.
Whoa, our chat just flew up.
Hello to Big Will. Thank you for coming by. Tuesday at 6 o'clock Hydra's time. Okay, I got to remember the time difference because that's going to be like morning my time.
Okay.
It's raining in the UK, but isn't it always, right? Isn't that true? I know, right? We have not had a ton. We had a little bit of rain on the weekend last weekend, but not a whole bunch.
Yeah.
We're doing all right for that, I suppose.
Look, it's my cream cheese bread.
I know your last little piece of cream cheese bread.
No, I have another one right there.
Oh, well, the other, yeah, I meant that's half your bagel. Yeah, plenty of rain there. Does somebody want to share a book first, or should I go first?
I don't know. I'm kind of tired this morning.
All right,
just want to.
I'll go first. Let me see. I'm gonna go with my indie of the week. I really enjoyed We Only Find Them When They're Dead, which has to do with a future where explorers in outer space are finding these giant dead gods, like in Guardians of the Galaxy when they go to nowhere and it's that giant god head.
Yeah, and they have like the juices in it.
And they're like mining. It's the same idea. They go in and they take portions of the dead god and they use it as material.
Is this Al Ewing?
It is Al Ewing, yeah. He does Immortal Hulk. And in the story, one ship decides they want to travel through this sort of black hole to the other side to find the gods when they're still alive. So it's all about we only find them when they're dead, and they want to see them when they're alive. And in this issue, they're finally getting across to the other side.
And
I really do enjoy this. That's what one of the gods looks like, yeah.
They're alive?
That's a dead one, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think that guy's alive, Chuck.
So I've been really enjoying this series. The artwork is incredible, as you can tell by the covers. The artwork has just been gorgeous. Oh, nice. Lady Fantastic got this cover too. Yeah. The artwork is the best part. I'm still waiting for the story to get better, but I feel like each issue, the writing has gotten a little better. And that's kind of what I'm looking forward to the most is getting into these characters a little bit.
You put coffee.
We have some new people, Daddy.
I didn't.
Um,
I know we got who? It's a couple.
Captain Comics. We got Big Will, I think.
We already said hi to Big Will.
Okay. We have. Did we already say hi to Lady
Delphia,
Fantastic?
teacher.
We said hi to Lady Fantastic for
Okay,
sure.
Smiley Tori.
Smiley Tori is Captain Comics' wife. So hello to Tori and Captain. Thanks for being in the chat.
That's cool.
Yeah, they just jumped in.
Jeff Schultz.
Jeff Schultz from Chicago, one love. He said, literally just put down issue 1. It's awesome, and he can't wait for issue 2. Perfect timing then. I will say issue 1, I was like, the artwork was enough to keep me going. Issue 2 was a little better, and issue 3 is probably my favorite of the run up to now. So I'm really enjoying that. But it's another good Boom Studios piece. I think Boom Studios is just doing some good stuff. So that's my indie pick of the week, I would say.
Werewolf by Lunchtime. Hello.
And
Old Wolf 65.
Old Wolf
And
and
Tom.
And we said hello to Jeff Schultz. So we got everybody. Are we good? Old Wolf, if you guys aren't subbed to Old Wolf, we tried something out on Thursday because I drop a video and Rod drops a video and Tony's dropping a video, Old Wolf. And we did what we called Tag Team Thursday. And Rod did his video at 6:30 Eastern. I did mine at 6:45. And Old Wolf did his at 7. So it meant you could just jump from one live stream to the next and watch all 3 of the shows.
They should like link them in the chat.
What we were doing was I was dropping the link in the chat for the next show. So you could actually just click the link and go to the next show. It was a whole lot of fun doing triple Tag Team Thursday. So if you drop a video on Thursday and want to join in somewhere, let us know. But it was a lot of fun jumping from show to show to show on Thursday.
You can do 7:10, 7:20, 7:40.
So Tony and I were doing live premieres of our edited videos, and Rod did a live stream, and it was perfect. You could jump from show to show to show. And Rod was doing his new comic book day haul and reviews. I was doing my pull list look ahead video, and Tony was bagging and boarding his new books that he got. It was kind of fun. Basically Lady Fantastic, you could say so. She has a big 2 pick of the week, says Jennifer of Comics Will Break Your Heart. So I'm looking forward to that on her show with Dan, Comic Chop News today. I want to hear her pick of the week is one of the big 2. Oh man.
Comic Chop.
I did not buy a single DC book this week. Not even one. No, wait. I bought one. My bad.
I went with you.
It's next week I'm not buying one. This week I bought Detective Comics 1030 with this cool Batman going to his car cover.
Why not next week?
It's kind of cool, right?
What's next week?
I like the light up there.
The light with
Like
the bats coming down. So I did buy one this week. Next week I'm not buying any. I'm really not buying many DC books. It's really just been Far Sector and Detective Comics.
It's really cold. Sorry.
Those are the main 2 that I'm loving. Old Wolf has a YouTube channel, I know. Glitter and Duct Tape is one of all of our favorite people, for sure. Love Crystal. She's awesome.
Where did it say that?
No DC, says Lady Fantastic. I've been enjoying Far Sector, but that's probably the main one at DC that I'm loving. Definitely no Punchline. My wallet is not going to be the Punchline. No way. Middleton does some great covers for sure. So you girls going to share a book yet?
Yeah, someone said, hey, Bueller.
Bueller's in the chat?
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. You can see the blue wrench. There he is. Hello to you, Bueller.
He says, oh, hi, John. After he says our names. Everyone says that. It's like our channel thing.
Well, this is it's the Saturday Kate and Charlie show. Right? That's the
we should
truth.
have our own YouTube channel. So in this
We have our own YouTube
Technically, you
channels.
do, but
We
you only
post
make
on them.
you only make content over
Well,
here.
I'm gonna make content, but I need to find a way to mirror my screen, so you guys can see me and see what I
Like
see.
like screenshot it,
Screen
but,
share.
like, screen record it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
you
but
wanna do like
Roblox.
video
or something.
game shows.
or like funny vines
Huh.
and things.
I want the girls to show us their favorite cover pics. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe we should have the girls dig those out next time, because I don't think they're ready to share their favorite covers. Charlie is a big Art Germ fan, so there would probably be a bunch of Art Germ covers, especially the Supergirl ones and the Mira one.
And
Those are some of her
Catwoman.
favorites. Art Germ all the way.
Yeah, I like the Catwoman one.
the others is happening.
You like the
I
Catwoman
like the
ones.
Santa one where
I
she's
do
like sitting
too.
with the cat.
The Santa Catwoman
I really
one.
like that one.
But my favorite Catwoman is when
Next week.
she's
You've got that Wonder Woman one in the snow too in your room. That's one of my favorites.
That one too.
That's a good Art Germ one.
my favorite is the one where she's like at the Eiffel Tower, I think, something, and there's like a little of cats, like the overhang of cats.
Okay.
And she's standing there in a dress, and then there's like a little dining tables, and there's kitties running around.
I don't know that one. I have to think about that one.
And you have it.
Is it like she's looking over her shoulder back at you and holding her hand out?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just at a big dining party.
Mhm.
A big party. Yeah, I know that one. That's a beautiful one.
Oh wait,
Absolutely.
my favorite one is probably
Hello, Ryan, the new guy.
the cat. My favorite one's probably the Catwoman one where it's like it has her touching the ring with the claw.
Oh yeah, and
then
she's
it
wearing
has,
her
like,
little mask.
Yeah, and she has like the cat running away from it on her glove.
Yeah, the
and it has, like,
wedding ring
back-
is tied
yeah,
in a
it's-
necklace.
It's like kind of cool. Just
Yeah,
the
for
way
sure.
they interpret it.
Absolutely. Hello to Craig69. He says, I'm not here.
Oh.
Todd says he's getting a lot of DC next week. However, some of them are all ending, like Teen Titans and Aquaman. And yeah, I know you've been really bummed about some of the ones that they're cutting short. Frizen Catwomans have been really good. I agree. There's some beautiful Frizen. Jenny Frizen does some beautiful ones. And I know you love her Wonder Woman covers, the Jenny Frizen Wonder Woman covers.
Those are cool.
Where it's like red fire and she's holding the sword and those kind of
The
ones.
one where she's on the thing and the bird, she like there's an owl or something.
That
she's
one,
on, like,
that one is not. That's Adam Hughes, and
Hughes.
he is hugely talented as
I really
well.
like
I
Connor
met him in
Palmiotti.
Baltimore.
like Palmiotti.
Connor and Palmiotti, who do the.
No, there isn't it.
It's a
one
team. No, it's
Oh,
Amanda,
yeah, it is.
Connor, and Jimmy Palmiotti.
Yeah, they
They-
worked on the Starfire issues.
Yeah,
I
they
really
did
liked
Starfire and they did Harley Quinn.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do very funny DC stuff.
Queen.
Said it before. I'll take Frizen over Momoko any day of the week. Well, yeah, Jeff Schultz, you've got good taste. That's why.
it. Okay, can we share a book?
I've been waiting. Hello, 1-2 Comic Talk. Kevin's in the chat.
Okay, 1 second.
Kevin's in the chat.
Okay, my first one I want to share is
Hephaestus.
Aw, his book's so sad.
Why'd you say
though.
chicken?
Charlie and Kate really love these Greek myths books. These graphic novels. You can get them at most comic shops where they sell graphic novels for kids. This is all by George O'Connor. And this is the Hephaestus, god of fire.
Some people say Hephaestus or something.
Ha! The great legend is here. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, I took the half of it.
He said, hello to Kate and Charlie, hashtag not Penny's boat. That's a Lost joke. See, the great legend knows Lost, and he knows that your guys are named for Lost
Did you
characters.
tell him the story?
And technically John is a character on Lost, too, just so you know.
Did you tell him the story?
Yeah, I think Legend has heard the story.
Can you tell it again? I love this story.
All right, I can tell the story again. This is for fans of Lost, specifically you, the great legend, in the chat. Hello, Tacoma Comics is in the chat. My unread pile is taller than Charlie right now. Oh no, he's got a lot of comics he needs to read. Okay, so the year that Charlie was born, I should say, Charlie was born in September. In June, the show Lost ended.
Sorry, guys.
And then Charlie was born in September, and we were living in the town of Laguna Beach, and Kate was 2.5. I said Lost, yes. I took Kate to the park to play so that Mom could be getting some sleep while the baby was sleeping. And we were playing, and I was exhausted because those of you with new babies know how that's like. And I was just sitting there at the park kind of dozing and spacing out. And Kate was playing in this big toy rocket ship with several levels. You could go up inside of it and come back down. There were slides. And she was playing with this boy named Van. And she and Van would, like Van Morrison, right, would come running down and go and collect stuff and then run back up. And they did this a whole bunch. And I realized that Van's parents were sitting in the top of the slide, and they were giving Kate and Van stuff to go and find.
They were?
Yeah. And it was very cute and very funny. And when they came down, I'd always have to point, like, no, there's a flower. Go over there, you can find a flower. Or go over here, you'd find a leaf, whatever. And they were about the same age, Kate and Van, and they were having just a wonderful little, 2 and 3 year olds running around playing.
That was silly, 2 and 3 year olds.
And finally, everybody comes down the slide, and everybody's getting off of the rocket ship. And I noticed that the dad is Damon Lindelof, one of the creators and writers and showrunners for Lost. And Damon Lindelof has since done The Leftovers and last year's TV show The Watchmen. He also was the writer and creator on those shows. And there he is. He's just walking off the slide, and apparently he's Van's dad. And he's there at the park, and he's just playing, and Kate's playing with his kid, and they're just having a good time. And I'm, of course, floored, and I'm like, what's going on right now? This is just crazy. And the kids go off, and they're playing, and Mom and Dad come over and say hi, and they introduce themselves, and I of course, have to say, yeah,
I love your show.
I know who you are. I'm a big fan of Lost, and great job. I liked the ending, so I was complimenting him. And I had to nerd a little bit, and I held it together, but I was wearing a Lost TV show shirt. It was, for those that are fans of the show, it was the handicap logo. But in the symbol of the logo, the man is getting up and out of the wheelchair to go running, and it says, "Don't tell me what I can't do."
He's like that.
And I show the shirt. I'm like, I'm actually wearing a Lost shirt. And he laughs. He's like, that's a funny shirt. I've never seen that one before. I met Damon Lindelof. Yes. Not David. Damon.
I always say David, too.
It's Damon. So he laughed. He was nice. And then he ended up playing with Kate and Van a bunch. And I talked to his wife, Heidi, she's a political activist, and she's really nice. And anyways, really, really nice. You had what Great Legend calls one of those Don Rosa moments. I did, Legend. That is definitely my Don Rosa moment. Absolutely.
And then...
So I talked to his wife a whole bunch about schools in Laguna, and she's a big education proponent, and she's a very politically active woman. And so she and I talked for probably 30 minutes. And Damon would come back and by every once in a while. And then we said goodbye, and I left with Kate because I had to get back. Hello to Boy Who Had 7. Hello, Werewolf by Lunchtime.
And no one believed you, right?
Hello, Pope C.
But
Everything Comics. Hello, Bob.
this is the story on how he got on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so I went home. A month or two later, my older brother texts me and says, you got to get on Twitter because Damon Lindelof is tweeting about you. And I was like, and Damon apparently was big on Twitter. So I jump on Twitter, and he says, John Jameson from Laguna Beach, are you on Twitter? And I was like, okay. So I had to set up a Twitter account because I was not, and send him a message. He basically was saying, hey, it was great talking to you the other day. Can I send you box set of Lost on Blu-ray as a gift. And he did. I gave him my address, and it was incredibly kind of him, and he sent me the box set of the show on Blu-ray. It was incredibly cool, and yeah, just one of the most wild experiences, you know, within the stupor of a new baby in the house. And it was a crazy random experience that was
And you've met a
super
lot of
cool.
people like
But
that,
you
right?
forgot to tell him.
I mean, you've met
but
people through films.
You left the part where you said that you told him that
Yes.
you named your children.
We're named
about-
after Lost characters.
Yeah, and I'm
And
also
our
named
cousin
after
is.
two
One of our
books.
cousins are too.
And I'm also named after 2 books.
Yes. So I had to explain that Kate was named for several reasons, but Kate from Lost, and Charlie from Lost, or Charlotte from Lost,
Or Charlotte.
and John is from Lost, and
And
my
then
cousin.
Jack-
I have 2 cousins, Jack and Penny.
They've been on the
Also.
show once before.
Nephews. Yeah, nephews.
It was just one of those crazy fate, yes, legend, a fate moment, and it was too cool, and it was a great way to kind of like finish off a show that I already loved, and have a little moment saying thank you. So, and then to have him be that nice was just too much. It was too cool.
Maybe his wife forced him.
No.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Heidi reminded him, because she and I talked for a big chunk, and she was just one of the coolest people in the world. I thought I was gonna go where John lost Kate at the park. Says Jeff. Oh man. Hello to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome. Named his son the Smoke Monster. Oh, you guys are hilarious.
Look,
You guys
I
are
have a
hilarious.
bigger one.
You have a Jacob, says Hydra Collectibles. There you go. There you go.
My bigger one.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Justarican. Good to see you here.
Rod. Okay, so I think we should just finish my book.
You want to finish talking about Hephaestus, the god of fire?
Yeah. Well, he's also the god of like making things. Like he's what would you call it?
A blacksmith.
Yeah, blacksmith.
The god of creations.
And so he made a lot of cool things.
He makes the tools, weapons, and armor of the gods, right?
Yeah, and he also like
But they hate him.
made Olympus look a little bit cooler. You know.
My soul brothers in the chat. Hello, Comics on the Mind.
Hello. Okay, but so in the actual story, like his mom throws him off a cliff because he's
Hephaestus's
different
mom
looking.
gets thrown off the
throws him off a cliff
Okay.
because he's ugly and he's not like. And
Wow.
why does that
He
even
was
matter?
shapen, and he was a cute chubby baby.
Yeah, he was so cute. But he's married to Aphrodite,
Okay.
and Aphrodite doesn't love him
Gotcha.
because
She was forced
they were
to marry
forced
him.
to marry. Yeah, but so then Aphrodite like did stuff with Ares, and then so he knows, and so then she's like, I gotta finish. He's like, I gotta finish something. So he puts a net above their bed, and when they crawl into it, it falls down on them, and they
So-
can't move.
So he catches his wife with another man. And then what does he do?
His
He
brother.
just embarrasses
It's his
them.
brother.
Ah, gotcha.
That's his brother.
Yeah, that's his brother. So
But he wants a divorce, but I don't know why he would divorce her because now she has actually the free
And then
will to
there's-
go. with
That's
that
true.
guy.
and then there's the story of Pandora.
Big Will says Vulcan is the Roman god equivalent. Birmingham, Alabama has the largest cast iron statue in the world, and it's of Vulcan. Birmingham is a steel town where they make things out of metal.
And then he finally gets his own.
Demeter was the goddess of the hearth. Don't know if she called her. Don't know if she chilled with Hephaestus though.
Maybe.
I don't remember
that's
Demeter.
That's his aunt.
Oh, that's his aunt. Okay.
Okay, well, can I explain? Because I'm like really good at this stuff.
Do it.
Okay, so originally there were titans. There was a bunch of them. There was like 7 or 8, and there was, I don't remember his dad. Oh, Kronos. So it was Kronos and Rhea, I think. I don't know how to
Rhea.
pronounce it. But they married even though they were siblings because that happened back then for
With
some
the gods,
reason.
sure.
And so they married and they had the Olympians.
Okay.
But the Gaia, Mother Earth, said, their mom said that they would overthrow him. So he ate them instead.
Okay.
Like he swallowed them. He didn't chew them, but he swallowed them.
Ooh.
So then
'Cause
later,
they're
so
just big.
Zeus got saved, and because of his mom, and instead Kronos ate a stone. So someone took away the baby, and then they come back and they like defeat him and everything.
Okay.
And so the original gods are well, I can probably name them.
Okay. Zeus.
Hades, Zeus, Hera, Demeter, Hestia, Poseidon. I think that's it. Oh, let's go! I did it.
Ares.
Ares isn't the original.
Oh, he's not one of the
You
original.
forgot
Okay.
Hera.
I think she
said
said Hera.
Hera.
I thought she said Hera.
I said Hestia, Hades, Hera, Zeus, Poseidon, Demeter.
And the. No,
And what did they do?
So basically, Zeus
They started
has like
creating
10,
the world.
Yeah, Zeus has like 10 billion kids. Look how many lines are coming from him.
Oh, they've got a. Can I show this?
Yeah, but they,
This is the family tree for the Greek gods. Yikes.
Zeus has like 10,000.
Anytime you
kids.
think your family's complicated, take a look.
My family is complicated.
Look at that. Yikes. Hephaestus is married to Aphrodite, says Big Will. Gotta run. Thanks, Legend, for coming by. What are you doing down there,
I'm
Sleepy?
making the guys
And then
that smaller. so
they-
they're supposed to read.
Then they created people like Apollo and Artemis and Hermes, and they created people like
Because he cheated.
or Ares and Athena.
He's a cheater.
And he's supposed to just be married to Hera.
Okay.
So he used to be married to Metis.
Man,
Metis.
everybody marries everybody, huh?
I know.
Metis was not even his brother or sister.
Yeah,
so it
Metis
good.
was his caretaker when he was a baby.
Like his nanny. Interesting.
It's really weird. But she's like a daughter of the sea god at the time, because Poseidon wasn't a sea
Okay.
god yet. But basically, what happened was that he found out that any child by her would overthrow him, because she's so smart. So instead, he swallowed her, exactly like his dad did to them.
Yikes.
And then
So
she like
one
lived
woman
in
did-
his head, and she had a child in his head. And then Athena, when she got older, like they pounded on her skull, and so basically he had a really bad headache because they were like pounding on his skull. And then so Poseidon and Ares and you know, like they held down his arms, and then they split up in his
Oh my
head.
gosh.
And then Athena came out. Yeah.
He's like, I
it's
will kill you,
different.
father.
It's very Greek god stuff, right? Zeus, I just want to be raining on girls, getting them pregnant. Hello, Honda Jabroni's in the chat. Good to see you, man.
I mean, it's true. But so Zeus, Hera made him promise that he would never cheat on her, but still he's bored. He's Zeus,
Right.
so he decides to have more kids, and there he gets Apollo, Artemis, Dionysus, Hermes, Athena. There's like a
And then
lot.
all of a sudden, there's now like
More gods.
It's the Greek gods, the next generation.
I like Hermes. And he
Hermes is my favorite.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff, for coming by. One love, Chicago.
And they have like a lot of kids and stuff. I don't know. And then
They all do.
They keep having kids.
Hebe,
Oh yeah, Hebe. I forgot her.
Hercules.
And Persephone was Demeter's child. Persephone.
Do you have the Hermes book?
Yeah.
We got
It's
the
got
Hermes book. Yes, we do, Pope C.
I love that book though.
You like that one?
Best one.
He's pretty
I love
funny,
Hermes.
right?
He's hilarious.
He is
our
hilarious.
lighting is on point today.
Bad headache. Kids will do that, says Old Wolf.
That's cool.
It's not
He
wrong.
gives me a really big headache.
Okay, Boyan7 says, is Hecate or Hecate a child of Kronos or Zeus?
I don't know, but she is in the books. She does.
So
she
look,
like,
find Kronos and look down and see if you can find any.
Well, there's like 10,000 kids that are Kronos.
Oh yeah.
She's Kronos. She's not Zeus.
I thought she was something else because I know she's in the books.
And Zeus
like-
has 1 million kids too.
Yeah, I know Hermes did something with her, so he's got to be connected.
The Justice League Unlimited of the gods. Very well said. Glitter and duct tape thought you were funny. Hecate. Hecate.
It's Hecate.
There you
She's
go.
a witch.
Hecate.
She's the witch.
Hecate.
Witch.
Yeah, she's in the Aphrodite book, I thought.
Yeah.
Or no, she's in the Hades book.
It's
no,
like-
yeah, Hades.
A fate. Hecate.
Hecate.
Alright.
Hecate, I don't know.
Big
I
Will
can't
says
find
his
her.
favorite story is Athena versus, oh my goodness,
Pallas?
Arachne.
Yes,
Yes.
that's in. Yeah, I love that story.
Can I tell the
It's
story?
in No, it's in
the
Athena.
story.
Basically, I'll go quickly, please.
No one tell us. She got to tell us out there.
Why don't you let her tell one? You told a bunch.
That's my book, not hers.
I know, but that's not in that book.
It's my series, not
So a lot of you know Arachne is another word for spider.
Yes,
That's kind of
that's what I figured it
So
was.
there was this amazing weaver who could weave like all these quilts and rugs, and they were amazing. Everyone thought she was the best. And one day, this old woman went up and said, do you think Athena is better? Would you challenge her? And then she says, if Athena were better, she'd be down here challenging me. But clearly she's a wimp and she isn't. And then the old lady said, careful what you wish for, and she turned into Athena. She said, the challenge begins. And now Zeus, every time he has a wife, he either turns them into an animal or eats them.
Ooh,
I'm only a person. So all of them. So Athena made pictures of all the gods.
right.
The gods fighting the Titans.
Arachne made all the pictures of how how much of a scoundrel Zeus is, which is her father.
Yeah.
Of course she hates Zeus still, but she got really angry and she turned her into a spider and she said, you like weaving? Well then you can weave all your life. And she turned her into a spider. So that's why spiders have such, that's how spiders were created. And that's
Yikes.
why they have such weavy-like webs with designs.
Huh.
Because she liked to weave and she made them like that.
Yeah, Justice League Dark, I've read the first, I think, 3 trades and really enjoyed them. So I want to catch up on that one for sure. Hello, Ricky's in the chat. Thanks for coming by, man. So that's one that I have enjoyed. I just finished the Wonder Woman, where she becomes the witch. I think they called it Witching Hour. I've finished that storyline and then the one trade right after that. So I'm 3 trades back probably.
Can I share my book now?
Yeah, share one of yours. We might only have time for this one. Sorry.
BFG.
Charlie's been diving into some Roald Dahl. This is the Big Friendly Giant. They made a movie. Did you see the movie ever?
It's awful.
No.
You've never seen the movie? I don't think I've seen it.
There's some parts that are good, but other
Oh,
parts
maybe
are
I
awful.
can watch it then.
Yeah? Not a big fan?
It's not
Okay.
the best movie, but they
So-
could have made it better.
Ahem.
Ahem.
I love the BFG because of his funny words. And usually when he asks you questions, he says, am I left or am I right or left? And then she always says right. Even though he means am I right or wrong? He says left because he doesn't really speak English in the correct type of way. But he says,
I agree, Big Will. They would be really good at D&D, except the one thing I've noticed is they don't want to kill anybody. And Dungeons and Dragons, and usually you got to make some choices to fight and kill a goblin or an orc or something. And the girls are always like, I don't want to kill anything.
I'll do it. I just don't know how to play it. I don't
I
understand
tried
how to
teaching
do
you
it.
guys once, but you guys were like, what? I have to kill
You
this
taught
guy?
us the old version.
Yeah, there is really only one.
Well, I don't remember that.
The
Can you
version
teach
with
it to
the
me
blooper.
again?
All right, so sorry. What did you like about the BFG?
I like the funny words that he says, and then it's very funny when he does when he says funny things. I'm trying to find. Right now, then, do you have dreams about the Queen of England? Lots of them, the BFG said. And about giants? Of course, the BFG said. And how about giants eating people? Squiggles of them. And about little girls like me? Those is commonest of all. I has bottles and bottles of dreams about little girls. But he says it in very
He's got funny ways of
ways.
talking, right?
Like,
We got 4 new people in the chat. Superior Hero Reviews. Thank you for coming by. I see Comico Dino. Good day to you, sir. Although that's, I should say, you're in England, not in Australia. So I'm sorry about that. That was Werewolf by Lunchtime's good day. Adrian Panda Awesome. Hello to you. And the Bearded Comic Bros here. I'm hanging out with Bearded Comic Bro tonight. We're doing a look back at Sean Connery's career. We're going to be joined by a couple people in the community. So we're going to be doing drinks and movies and looking at the original James Bond. Yes, that's right. So if you want to come by around 8 o'clock my time, 11 Eastern, we'll be doing a Sean Connery retrospective.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
He's like one of my favorite people.
Okay.
Ricky Mac.
John, I just realized that you're wearing a Star Wars t-shirt. I am.
And on the back it says, "May the 40 be with you."
Yeah, may the 40 be with you. My friend made these for all of us when we turned 40 in the same year. We all got one of these Star Wars shirts. He did the design work. I can turn around. I don't know if people can see the back, Kate.
Yeah, I can see it. That's
There
perfect.
you go.
Let me spread out the B a little more.
So, this was made by one of my friends. Ugh. He also made me the Iron Man cardboard piece that's usually behind me in all my videos.
He makes a lot of cool cardboard cutouts for our rooms.
He does, yeah. He's
really
a
nice.
very cool graphic design guy.
Daddy.
Sorry.
I didn't see him in a while.
BFG.
Okay. I don't have a mother and father, Sophie said. They both died when I was a baby. Oh, you poor little scrumplet, said the BFG, cried the BFG. Is you not missing them very badly? Not really, because I never really knew them. You is making me sad, the BFG said, rubbing his eyes. Don't be sad, Sophie said. No one is going to be worrying too much about me. The place you took me from was the village orphanage. There are all orphans in there.
Yeah.
You was an orphan? Yes. How many is there in there? 10 of us, Sophie said, all little girls. Was you happy in there? Asked the VFG. I hated it, Sophie said. The woman who ran it was called Mrs. Clonkers, and if she caught you breaking any of the rules, like getting out of bed at night, or not folding up your clothes, you get punished. How is you getting punished? She locks us in the dark cellar for a day and night without anything to eat or drink. That rotten old rot transfer, cried the BFG. It was horrid, Sophie said. We used to dread it. There were rats down there. We could hear them creeping about. A filthy old fizzwiggler.
How much are you going to read of the story? You going to read the whole book?
That is the horrorest thing I is hearing for years. You was making me sadder than ever. All at once, a huge tear that would have filled a bucket rolled down one of the BFG's cheeks and found a splash on the floor. It made quite a big puddle.
Good job. Good reading.
Lady Fantastic said, "Charlie fangirling over Sean Connery made my heart grow 2 sizes."
Charlie's a big James Bond fan, and specifically she likes the old ones.
I don't like them.
She doesn't like the new ones. We watched one of the Pierce Brosnan ones, right? GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Just because they've played the video game and they wanted to see what it was like. But mostly they've watched. So we've seen Dr. No. We've seen Goldfinger. We've seen From Russia with Love.
The other ones we were going to watch, but then
We watched them out of order.
Yeah, we watched them a little out of order, but we've seen a lot of the original Bond films. Started off with the original stuff. And you like those. They're pretty cheesy, but they're pretty funny, right?
They're very cheesy.
Yeah, I want to do that. Old Wolf.
Bedtime stories on YouTube.
Yeah, we could read like little chapters of a book on our channel. So
There
that
you
might
go.
be fun. I only have 7 subscribers, so.
Hey, Bearded Comic Bro got to 400 thanks to Pope C.
1-0.
John said if I got to 400 subs by our show tonight, he would have a game of catch with me like a proud dad. People be having birthdays every day. It doesn't seem fair, right? Well, hey, I don't need to age that fast. I had the Connery and Wagner Bonds on the VHS and would watch them like a total fangirl. Loved the gadgets, right? And Q. The new Bond feel generic. They feel like action movies, but they don't have that special vibe. Never seen a Bond movie, and I'm English. I know, werewolf. What happened?
Werewolf.
What else did you point out? I'm sorry.
He said, play a game of catch.
I already read that one, yeah. I read that one. That's hilarious. Gotta see some. I will say they're incredibly dated. Here, come on, sit back.
Okay.
They're incredibly dated, and we'll probably get into a little bit of the fact that they're, it's hard to watch them through the lens of modern culture where, women can do lots of different things, but not according to the old James Bond.
Or he's
He treats
just
them
smooching them. And
Yeah, they're just for kissing and killing, really, in Bond world. That's really all you got.
also,
Ever see a bear in any of these national parks, John? It's funny you should say that, Comics on the Mind. So I will throw this out there. Those of you with a Netflix account, I believe it's still on Netflix, and I'll double check while we're here if you guys will give me a little bit of room. There's a movie on Netflix, and it's called The National Parks Adventure. The National Parks Adventure. National Parks Adventure. And it's still on Netflix.
seriously?
Yep, it's still on Netflix. So there it is. The National Parks Adventure.
It's amazing, and we're in it.
And we're in it. We're in
Or
this
like
movie.
a little scene at the end.
Yeah, it's right at the end. So it's I searched national parks. Let me see, parks, and it's this first one in the top row of national parks. It's the guy climbing an iced waterfall.
It's
Now,
long.
when I say that we're in it,
We're in it for like 2 seconds.
for a few seconds at the end, in the credits at the end of the movie, we're in it, and you can see me holding Charlie in one shot and pointing to a bear because we were visiting a national park and we could see the bear, and we were like, hey, look, there's a bear right over there. And then we panned over and there was the bear. And then there's another shot with Kate and Charlie standing in front of the sign for Sequoia National
That's
Park
the one I remember.
doing a funny dance. So if you watch the credits for that movie, National Parks Adventure,
By McGilvery Freeman Movies.
you'll find these two girls in the credits for that movie. So
Comics on the Mind.
with a bear, yes, with an actual bear.
Yeah, we've seen a few bears.
We have achieved a celebrity status. This is very true, Lady Fantastic. Of course, I've seen The Rock with Connery, right?
I have it.
That's an eminently quotable one.
Comics on the Mind's like, I got
Your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home with the prom queen.
What's the other one that you like to do?
Oh.
Can you do the nerdy voice? I love that voice more than anything.
Charlie said, "Take that to the bear." There, she did. She did say that.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. I need your autographs now. Hilarious.
Okay, we'll send them to you soon.
I need your address.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
What
hilarious. So
color?
yeah, National Parks Adventure.
What's your favorite color?
The Rock is a classic. It's hilarious, right?
Oh, can I show them my lantern?
Just to hear Connery singing, what is it? He sings an old folk song by Simon and Garfunkel. Are you going to San Francisco?
If you are going to
You got
San-
flowers in your
No,
hair.
that's not how it goes.
That's how he sings it in the movie. It's hilarious.
That's not how
Connery
it goes.
singing an old folk song about San Francisco is quite funny. Yeah, I had to change the line. I had to change the
Oh, was
line.
it inappropriate?
Yes.
Oh.
Come
Like
on,
Coco.
Bearded. I had to change it. But I did a pretty good impression, you have to admit. I've been on TV twice in the crowd at soccer matches. That does count. Werewolf by Lunchtime. That does count. Charlie's ready to sing the sign the fan mail. She wants to know your favorite color.
Because then I can use that pen.
I will say it's highly likely we will start to do some monetizing of our channel and stuff coming up here. And I'll get into why somewhere down the line. It's not going to happen for a week or two, but it's going to happen probably, and it is a little bit exciting. And this change has happened slowly, and I think we're going to get into. Thank you, Dino. I'm pretty amazing, I know.
Can you do your nerdy voice? That's my favorite.
Not right now, but that's my usual voice, right?
No, it's more like, hi, sisters, or something like that.
Scott McKenzie, there you go. Thank you, Werewolf. So anyways, it's going to happen, but I will do a special show kind of announcing why it's going to be happening, and hopefully it'll happen in the next couple weeks. Some exciting things going on, so we will see how that kind of goes. A lot of people have been asking me to do it for a really long time, so it might finally be happening. Charlie, my favorite is orange.
Same! High five me.
See? Bearded gets along with my kids really well.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan. A voice challenge. Oh, man. You're going to be rolling in the pennies. Exactly, Big Will. Discuss the percent of profit you get. Don't let him take all the cake. There you go. Send John to MegaCon. Wait. Wah, wah. Magic Lasso's in the chat. I saw Just a Little Podcast is in the chat.
Old Wolf left.
Old Wolf had to go. Sorry, Old Wolf. But we're going to go too here. We've been on for 50 minutes. Favorite color is purple. My favorite color is green.
My favorite color is orange.
What's their colors purple? I didn't remember them.
Ricky.
Ricky likes purple, and then Bearded is.
I'll remember.
There you go.
it.
It's not yellow like Dick Tracy's hat and coat.
I love yellow.
Lady Fantastic, and Jennifer, we gotta send.
There
those.
you go.
We gotta send one to everyone. We'll just look through the chat and send one to everyone because.
Here, guys, if you're having.
I will say, when Mad Mike sent around his comic book for people to sign, you girls signed it and drew a picture, right? Didn't each of you drew something? What did you draw?
I remember that.
I drew Batman.
I drew Captain America's shield.
Captain America's shield.
I think.
Charlie signed her name, I thought.
No, I drew something.
I thought you drew something
Wonder
too.
Woman's crown or something.
I think
No.
I drew a dog,
Maybe. Yeah, so he sent around this this blank sketch cover to the people in the community to sign. And we all drew something and we all signed a little something on there. So it's
I
all
don't remember mine.
it's all on there.
Oh,
I don't know if he's posted it anywhere.
No, I did. I think I did. Chubby Batman.
Chubby Batman?
Chubby
No, it was like a
Batman.
Batman head, and then it was like this, and this is his head, and he was like.
You mean Fat Man?
So
No.
You just need that, Daddy. You could draw
All right.
Fat Man.
Tons of love to you. Mr. Boyhood7 says, broken irrigation. Oh, looks like a bunch of us are doing yard work today. Stay strong. There's a difference between Mad Mike and Magic Mike. Definitely. Did I say Magic? I almost said Mad Mike.
You said Mad Mike.
Okay,
But
good.
make sure if you guys want to. I can't remember all the things because they're just going real fast. So you can tag my daddy.
Oh, make me do the work.
No, they just have to say color.
We're going to get on with our day because we got stuff going on. But I will be back on tonight to talk about Sean Connery. So if you'd like to hear us talk about Sean Connery,
I'd like to hear.
make sure you tune in to the show tonight, 11 p.m.
First do the
Eastern
naughty
time.
voice. Do the naughty
I don't have
voice.
very good Scotch accent. I
And
do it
then
on
we'll
my-
be
on
talking
myself.
about Sean Connery all night.
And then you'll do your nerd accents.
No, I
with
can't.
your nerd accent.
I can do it by myself.
Lady
but-
Fantastic says thank you, Charlie. What are Mad Mike? Mad Mike Comics is a YouTube channel, and he had us signing a blank sketch cover. All right, we will see you all later. We're gonna head out. Have a great